This is my first time on 4chan, and I never green texted, so don't trip me apart too hard. Be me. 22-year college chick. Classic loser most of life. Looks like garbage. Smells even worse. Watches show with brother. The show is RWBY. Get super into the show despite its heavy flaws. Use the show to make friends. Makes friends with 2 dudes and 1 other gal. Get called Team Smaey. Finally has real friends. Develop feelings for said friends. Female friend, ask me into polyamorous relationship. Told her I needed to think about. I'm now posting this. I'm panicking about this 4chan squad. I have never been in a relationship before. No one else can help cause all suck or hate me. I'm going to bed in half an hour after posting. I will check the replies tomorrow before class. Has anyone else had a woman act like a complete cunt and then had to go out of their way to insult them? Happened to me today. I meet and get close to girl in college over the winter. She suddenly gets distant and stops responding to texts. Just before that, she was asking me for help in tests, exams, and had even failed her course and I helped her. When the semester starts, she's talking to some new guy I've never seen before, or it might be an old friend, so I ignore this. I sit near the front of the class, so this bitch can see me and come say hi and explain herself. She's at the back sitting close to this dude. She continues to ignore me, and she's talking to this same guy every day. That literally used to be me last semester, so I'm confused. A month later, today, I confront her, and just ask her why she's not talking without elaborating much. The guy immediately says we gotta go somewhere and she agrees. As they start leaving, I'm obviously boiling at this point. Is that your boyfriend? IDGAF, you could have just told me. As I throw a fit, they come to abrupt stop and she's with a nasty look on her face, and I call her a bitch for saying she has to go somewhere. I walk away. Later that day, she's at the library by herself, but I saw her walk in with the guy, chatting and smiling with him from a distance. We see each other, and I look at her in the eye in an aggressive, cold expression, head held up high. She does the same and tries to take the elevator. I'm already walking down the stairs, bitch, but of course this time I don't say anything. Just silence. At the same time, I don't feel like I'm in the wrong here. She basically used me and tossed me for Chad. I have a right to be angry at her. I had already blocked her a few days ago too, so she can't really reach out to me anymore anyways, and I don't expect to talk to her again. Be me. BPDGF of 2 years and I move into our first apartment. First night there and I'm hoping to fuck the shit out of her. I go to bed early, because her favorite thing is waking me up to fuck. I wake up later and find her drunk, giggling and listening to music on the floor. She looks up at me and says, "I know you're hedging your bets. Thinking about how you can get out of this relationship, off of this lease. Window shopping for someone else." This isn't the first time she's talked vaguely of like this, but the subtext has become much more explicit. "I'm sorry I'm always love bombing you and then treating you like shit." Year passes. No more sex, maybe once a month if lucky. She breaks up with me, puts a gun to her head and calls 911 on herself one night. Comes back to me, says she can't live without me, treats me like a nightlight. Rinse wash repeat. Worst part is I would probably do it again. Be me, 2020. Get hot GF. Loads of sex, no need for porn. GF gets injury. We stop having sex for nearly 3 years. Start watching porn again, and this time, for some reason only cuck porn get me off even though cuckolding disgusts me. Now 2024. Broke up with GF. Try to watch porn again. Cuck porn no longer gets me hard. Someone explain WTF is happening. Be me. High school student in UK. COVID hits. Start failing school. Retard tutor tells me to take an extra year. Follow his advice. Everyone gets free exam results based on teacher assessment except me. Now have to do it all over again and take exams at full difficulty. Drop out of high school and now in cell shutting NEET since pandemic. How the fuck do I fix this? Me. Spend 5 years in college getting degree. Work for 5 years in the field. Get laid off for benign reasons. Start applying for jobs in my field. Fast forward a year. Still unemployed and sending out applications. Unemployment ran out. Been subsisting off my savings while living with family. TFW, it's really setting in that I spent a third of my life doing something and it means absolutely nothing to anyone. I'm trying to prepare myself for the inevitable Walmart job in Den Haro. Me, 28 m. GF is 27. We've now dated 5 months. Sex was incredible the first 2 times, I lasted forever and she loved it. With rare exceptions, the sex has since been shitty and I can tell it's affected the relationship and her motivation to be with me. Greater than we just had a conversation about this where she admitted it, but seemed optimistic about figuring it out. What normally happens during sex is that I lose erections or have premature ejaculation. Trying Cialis ATM but it doesn't seem to change anything. I don't know what's going on and it's frustrating for both of us. What are your thoughts? Thank you all. Me. Poor college retarded that needed quick advance. Download Albert app. They keep on taking my checks. Trying to deactivate account but requires my account to have $0 to do so, which takes 2 to 3 business days to transfer. Worried they'll still take my next check even after deactivating. How do I 100% prevent them from having access to my checking account? There's not an option for me to unlink, so I'll have to contact my bank in order for them to block the app, but still worried that my check will be sent to them and I'll have to end up waiting for it to bounce. Does anyone else have experience with this shitty app? Certified retard. Me, 26-year-old woman. Interested in a 35-year-old guy. He says that the age gap makes him uncomfortable, so he'd like to get to know me better before dating me. What does this mean?